I'm standing on Sherkin Island, looking out at the Atlantic Ocean by moonlight. The last ferry to the mainland is gone. It is midnight here, but in Massachusetts it's evening and morning in Mongolia. I hear an owl hoot. In Shanghai, a cock crows. In San Francisco, at this exact moment, a toddler is climbing a sand dune. He stops, stunned perhaps at something he cannot grasp, an endless stretch of blue water. I imagine him turning to his parents, laughing in delight, as an old fisherman in a boat in Madagascar lights up, rubs his unshaven chin, and looks hopefully out to sea towards a breaking dawn. In Sri Lanka, for the very first time, a boy kisses a girl. In Manila, a young seagull plunges off a cliff. On St. Helena, thousands of miles south of Sherkin, ancient turtles are coming from the sea, at this very moment perhaps, clambering over moonlit sands to lay eggs. And while mackerel and herring are sleeping now in the dark waters around Sherkin, off Brisbane, exotic fish are swerving like rainbows over coral reefs. I paddle my feet, breathe the night air. Waves blush white in the moonlight. The air tingles with smells of salt, seaweed, and wild ocean. I think of ice melting in the Himalayas, springs turning to torrents, cascading down mountains into valleys across plains, seeking the great meeting with the sea. It may be midnight here, but it's morning, afternoon, and evening somewhere else. Winter, spring, and autumn too. Stepping from the water, I make for dry land. The sand is soft beneath my feet. I hunker down and scoop a handful of it. I watch it flowing like silver through my fingers. A little universe of atoms, each a microscopic planet with satellites orbiting in their tiny heavens. I lie down on my back, my head in my hands, and gaze up at the night sky. The ghost light of stars long dead flickers as another precious moment of life passes. Out there lies eternity. We are surrounded by it. If we could travel far enough and fast enough, we might arrive at the beginning and end of time. We could catch up with the past, have an unexpected encounter with the future, even meet ourselves coming back. Light years, aeons, unearthly space, countless stars and galaxies, yet not a single sign of life out there. Trillions of stars and planets all spinning unaware they exist. Even our great sun, blazing light and energy, cannot see or know itself. All it does is give light so that we may see. And though we are tiny creatures on a tiny planet, we can see the universe, hold it in our minds like sand in our fists. That is a marvel and a mystery. I blink my eyes and the universe ends, lost like a speck of gold dust on a beach. A fresh breeze lifts my hair, I open my eyes to another moment. The weather is changing. Clouds drift in from the west. I make for the sand dunes and the road beyond. I am an island man tonight, solitary, cut off, benighted, yet I do not feel alone, and I am not really in the dark. I am in my place on a living earth that is hanging mysteriously in the heavens. I am a tiny part of a vast universe, a possessor of life, a wanderer. Bathed in moonlight, I crest the first sand dune and feel lit within. Reaching the end of the beach, I turn to look back at the sea and the stars. A few steps more then, and my feet are back on the road, solid ground, terra firma, but also on this moonlit, starlit night, terra mirabilis. My head feels light as I walk back to my B&B. It is not until I am turning in at the gate that my head stops spinning. But the world doesn't. In just a few hours, it will be dawn on Sherkin, but the stars will be strung over Massachusetts, and it will only be midday in Mongolia. Thanks very much.